How learning English changed my life forever. Hello friends. Today, I will tell you a powerful and true story. This is the story of a poor village boy. He had no money, no English, no support. But one day, he decided to change his life. How? By learning English. Yes, just one decision. One language. Turned him from a hotel cleaner into a successful YouTuber, businessman, and finally, a millionaire. This story will inspire you, motivate you, and maybe, change your life too. So sit back. Watch till the end. And see how English made me a millionaire. My name is Ramesh. I was born in a small village in India. My family was poor. My father was a farmer, and my mother worked in the house. We had a small house with 2 rooms. We had no TV, no computer, and no internet. We used candles at night when there was no electricity. When I was a child, I went to the village school. It was a government school. The teachers came late and sometimes did not come at all. We had no proper books. The blackboard was old. We sat on the floor. I did not know anything about English. We only learned in Hindi. English was a very difficult language for me. I was afraid of it. One day, my uncle came to our village. He lived in a big city and worked in a company. He wore nice clothes, had a phone, and spoke in English. Everyone in the village respected him. My uncle said, "If you want to do something big in life, learn English." That sentence stayed in my heart. From that day, I decided I will learn English. I did not have money to join any English class. So I went to the village library. There were few old English books. I picked one and tried to read. I did not understand anything. But I did not give up. I read one word. Then another. Then a line. I kept reading. I also started listening to English songs on my father's radio. I wrote the words in a notebook. I watched English news on my neighbor's TV. I did not understand, but I watched every day. Slowly, I started to learn. My friends laughed at me. They said, "Why are you learning English? You will never speak it." I felt sad. But I remembered my uncle's words. I kept learning. Every night, I read for 2 hours. Every morning, I practiced speaking in front of a mirror. I said simple sentences like, "My name is Ramesh, I am a boy, I want to learn English." After I finished school, I wanted to go to the city for a job. My parents were worried. But I said, "I want to learn more and grow." They agreed. I took a train to Delhi. I had only 500 Indian rupees in my pocket. I stayed at a cheap lodge. I ate one meal a day to save money. I walked from street to street, looking for a job. One day, I saw a hotel that needed a waiter. I went inside and said, "Sir, I need a job." The manager asked, "Do you speak English?" I said, "A little bit. But I am learning." He smiled and said, "Okay. You can work as a cleaner. If you improve your English, I will promote you." I was happy. I worked hard every day. I cleaned floors, washed dishes, and helped waiters. At night, I went to a free English class run by an NGO. The teacher was kind. She helped me speak better. I practiced daily. After 6 months, the manager saw my progress. He said, "You now speak better English. I will make you a waiter." I got a new uniform and better pay. I felt proud. One day, an American couple came to the hotel. I served them food. I spoke to them in English. They were happy. The man asked, "Your English is good. Where did you learn it?" I told him my story. He said, "That's amazing. Never stop learning." That night, I had a big idea. I thought, if English helped me get a job, maybe it can help others too. I wanted to start a YouTube channel to teach English to people like me, people from villages, small towns, and poor families. I did not have a camera or a laptop. But I had a cheap smartphone. I made a video in a small park. I said, "Hello, friends. My name is Ramesh. I will teach you English in a simple way." I spoke slowly and clearly. I uploaded the video. In 1 week, I got 500 views. In 1 month, I had 10,000. People liked my way of teaching. They wrote comments like, "Thank you, sir, I am learning from you, please make more videos." I was very happy. I made 1 video every day. I taught basic grammar, daily use English, and speaking tips. I used Hindi to explain. My channel started to grow. After 1 year, my YouTube channel had 1 million subscribers. I started earning money from ads. I left my hotel job. I rented a small room and bought a second-hand laptop and a mic. I made better videos now. I started live classes too. People from all over India joined. I also created an online course, English for Everyone. I kept the price low. Thousands of people bought it. I earned more money. I opened a small office and hired 2 helpers. I also started an app, Learn English with Ramesh. In 2 years, I became famous on social media. News channels invited me. Newspapers wrote about me, waiter becomes English teacher millionaire. My family in the village was proud. My father said, "You made our name shine." I bought a new house in Delhi. I also built a new house in my village. I helped other village kids learn English. I gave free books and mobiles to students. Now, I was rich. But I remembered my past. I remembered my pain. I decided to help others. I started an NGO called English for Dreams. We set up centers in villages. We gave free English classes, internet access, and career guidance. I also made a team of young teachers. They were once my students. Now they taught others. We visited schools and gave motivational talks. I said, "English changed my life. It can change yours too." I was invited to speak at colleges. I met ministers and business leaders. They all praised my work. I said to them, "We need to bring English to every child, not just in cities but also in villages. My goal was not just to teach English, but to give confidence. I said, if you can speak English, you can speak to the world. One day, I checked my bank account. It had more than 10 Indian rupees crore. I had become a millionaire. From a poor boy in a village to a rich man in the city, it was all because of English. But money was not everything. The real reward was the smile on my students' face when they said, "Sir, I got a job because of you," or, "I can now talk to my boss in English." I traveled to many countries for conferences. I gave speeches in English. People asked, "How did you learn?" I said, "I learned from pain, practice, and passion." Today, I live a good life. I have cars, houses, and respect. But I always tell people, I was not born rich. I was not born smart. But I had a dream. And I had English. English is not just a language. It is a door. A door to the world. It helps you get jobs, meet people, and learn more. So if you are reading this, and you feel poor or weak, don't worry. Start learning English. Speak one word today. Speak two tomorrow. One day, you will speak freely. You will get confidence. You will grow. Just like I did. As my popularity grew, I received many business offers. Companies wanted to collaborate. Investors wanted to fund my startup. At first, I was confused. I did not know much about business. But I remembered how I had learned English step by step. So I decided to learn business too. I read books, watched videos, and attended online business courses. I learned about marketing, finance, and team management. I hired a small team, a manager, a video editor, a course designer, and a social media expert. I told them, we are not just a business. We are a mission. We are changing lives. We rebranded the app to Ramesh English Academy. We added new features like quizzes, games, live doubt sessions, and certificates. We launched in 3 languages, Hindi, Bengali, and Marathi. Our user base grew from 1 lakh to 10 lakh. Thousands of students from all over India, including small villages, started learning English through our app. We also received messages from Nepal, Bangladesh, and even Africa. One day, a school principal from Bihar messaged me. He said, "Sir, our students cannot speak English. We have no English teacher. Can you help?" I thought for a moment. Then I got a big idea. What if we started an English van? We bought a small van, filled it with tablets, books, speakers, and a screen. The van had internet and solar power. We called it the English Learning Express. It traveled to remote villages. Children came and watched English lessons on screen. They practiced with our trainers. We also gave them books and phones with our app. In 1 year, we had 10 vans. We partnered with donors and state governments. We were reaching thousands of students who had never spoken a single word of English before. This was the beginning of an English revolution. News channels called me the Englishman of India. One newspaper headline read, "From Broom to Boom, Ramesh changes rural India with English. I always dreamed of visiting an English-speaking country. One day, I was invited to London for a global education summit. I was excited and nervous. I had never been on a plane before. At the airport, I wore a suit for the first time. I sat near the window and watched the clouds. It felt like a dream. In London, everything looked different. Clean roads, fast cars, tall buildings, and people speaking only in English. At the summit, I spoke in front of thousands. My speech title was, "How English Can Change a Life." I told them my story, from a poor village boy to a millionaire English teacher. People clapped. Some cried. Many came to me and said, "You have inspired us." A university in the UK offered me an honorary degree. I felt proud. I remembered my school, where I once sat on the floor. Now I was getting a degree in a foreign country. Not everything was easy. When you rise in life, some people become jealous. Some YouTubers started making false videos against me. They said I was fake, that I did not know real English, that I was only doing business. I felt hurt. For 1 week, I could not sleep. I thought of quitting. But then I read a comment from a girl. She wrote, "Sir, because of you, I passed my English exam and got a job. Thank you." That one message gave me strength. I decided not to answer hate with hate. I kept working harder. I released free videos, gave scholarships, and helped poor students. Slowly, the haters disappeared. People saw my work and trusted me. I learned one thing: if you're doing good, keep doing it. Let success be your answer. Now I had a new goal: to help 1 million people speak English. We launched a new project called Million Lives. We gave free courses to low-income students, made video lessons in many regional languages, and trained teachers in small towns. We partnered with NGOs, government schools, and tech companies. We set up digital classrooms. We gave free tablets to girls in villages. We created a Women Learn English program to help housewives and working women. In 3 years, we reached our goal. 1 million learners. From Kashmir to Kanyakumari. From Assam to Gujarat. Students, farmers, auto drivers, tea sellers, tailors, people from all walks of life learned English through us. We celebrated with a big event. Students came from all over the country. They spoke on stage. In English. With confidence. I cried with joy. It was the best day of my life. One day, I got a call from the Prime Minister's office. I thought it was a prank. But it was real. The PM wanted to meet me. He had heard about my work. I went to Delhi in my best clothes. I was nervous. The PM greeted me with a smile. He said, "Ramesh ji, you are doing a great job. You are changing the future of India. We need more people like you." He awarded me with the National Education Icon Award. My photo came in the newspaper again. My parents were so happy. My village celebrated with sweets and music. I told the PM, "Sir, I was just a waiter. But English gave me wings. He said, "Now you are a leader." Looking back, I learned many lessons. Never be afraid to start small. English is not just a language. It is a skill. Practice is the key. Speak daily, even if you make mistakes. Failures will come, but don't stop. Use your success to help others. I also learned that education is the real power. It can break poverty. It can change lives. And it all starts with a dream. My dream was simple, to speak English. But that small dream gave me a big life. Dear friend, if you are still reading my story, I want to say something to you. I was like you. I was scared. I was poor. I had no English, no money, no connections. But I had a desire. A burning desire to grow. I did not wait for someone to help me. I helped myself. I read books. I watched videos. I practiced speaking. I made mistakes. But I never gave up. You can do the same. Start with one word. Then one sentence. Then one conversation. Don't be shy. Don't worry about grammar. Just speak. Speak from the heart. The world does not need perfect English. It needs confident people. And if a poor village boy like me can become a millionaire with English, so can you. Today, I live in a big house in Delhi. I travel the world. I speak on global stages. I help students across countries. I have money, respect, and freedom. But the best thing I have is this. I changed my life. And I helped others change theirs. All because I learned one language, English. So remember, success is not about where you start. It is about where you go. And sometimes, one small step, like learning English, can take you to places you never imagined. English made me a millionaire. It can make you one too. Friends. This was the story of Ramesh, a boy from a small village. Who had nothing, but a big dream. He did not know English. But he decided to learn. Step by step, word by word. He changed his life. Today, he is not just a millionaire. He is a teacher, a guide, and a hero. For thousands of students across India. And the message is simple. If he can do it, you can too. Start today. One word, one sentence, one small step. And maybe one day, you will also say, English made me a millionaire.